At the moment I'm drawing paintings. You know, I'm not drawing real women, I'm drawing, you know, paint. That's kind of how I began as a child. You kind of begin with people putting things in front of you and you copying them. And so all of that's kind of intriguing, and how an artist can find their own language within that. So it makes, you know, even that you reference it, but also at the same time you try to make it yours. And I really enjoy drawing it, and I've done it all sorts of different scales. And I just find it like the faces, the bodies, I mean, it's very sculptural in that sense.
When you draw them, you get to know the paintings so unbelievably well. You know things, I know things about the paintings I've drawn that I don't think anybody else knows, because I've looked at it so closely, and I've thought about it so much to try and get certain things right about what's going on.
No, it is, so you do really understand. It's like
there's always been something very extraordinary about Michael, that he's a very sophisticated innocent, and people have trust in him. He gives people confidence that something can come of giving him an opportunity, and the reason why people do it continually, ever more so, is because it always produces something worthwhile, something interesting, and something important.
What's really interesting is that his progress has always been, you know, a kind of a destructive period, and then a kind of almost like a rehab of starting to draw again each time. I mean, he destroyed his whole life. I mean, he destroyed everything he owned, and then started to make the tiniest little etchings of weeds, you know, implying a kind of rebirth. And he had the big skip at the South London Gallery, where he asked all the artists to give a piece to be thrown away, which was the destructive phase, and then did those extraordinary portraits, you know, one of which I sat for. So in a way, this fits into that kind of continuum, that this is a very productive period, and brilliant drawings. I mean, people just wouldn't know. I mean, if you talk to somebody about Michael, I mean, it would be a little bit the brick syndrome, wouldn't it? Or, you know, I mean, Carl Andre's bricks or Tracy's bed. They would say, "Oh, Michael Landy, he threw everything away," and not know that he draws. And these are wonderful drawings.
I don't think I'll end up with an exhibition of drawings. Well, I'll be surprised, but I think it's just kind of my way into it. And I'm kind of interested in other people who come here to draw and to copy things. And as when I was at school, people used to taunt me about saying that I didn't have any imagination, that I was only good at copying. And it seems to be pretty much the same still to this day. In fact, I have members of staff saying that to me now.